Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another process video. Today's layout is going to be all about the Queen, the passing of the Queen. I've had this layout on my desk for a little while, and oh gosh, I've really struggled to sort of decide how to do it. Originally I was thinking I might do a double page layout with some of these elements from Facebook and things. And I did have another one of these that was the one that the royal family announcement on their page, but I just couldn't get it to work. I think I was just trying too hard. And in the end, I reduced it down to just a couple of pieces and a single page layout. So I've got this photo of the Queen that I really liked that I found on social media, and just the little message that I wrote on social media. And then the only other thing I've got here is the announcement, the Buckingham Palace, an official announcement. So they're the two that I'm putting on this page. That's what I've whittled it down to. I've also stamped this little piece here. Now, you may think you've not seen those stamps before, and if you did think that, you would be correct, because they're new. It's the Elle Studio Jane alphabet stamp set. And I did just recently purchase a couple of alphabet stamp sets. I haven't done a haul video, but when I do my update video at the end of the month, I'll just tell you the few bits that I bought. It's mostly just kind of housekeeping things, like albums and stuff. But yeah, I just thought I just needed a nice alphabet stamp set that had numbers on it as well. Yeah, so that I can try and use that as part of my background basics collaboration with Moira, so we use our tools. And I just hadn't got a nice little set of alphas with numbers as well. And I'll be honest, I bought two. I bought another one that is very smaller, and I actually thought this was going to be bigger. I didn't actually look at it properly. I didn't realise it had the lowercase letters on it as well. I thought they were just going to be uppercase, bigger, but thicker, not thicker size, but larger than this size. Anyway, I will make use of it. And as always with online purchasing, it's it's always a good idea to check these things. Right. Two sort of photos. I've got Bramble Fox pieces here, lots of Bramble Fox pieces here, a lovely crown that Stephanie sent to me, some black thread, and some Flair Hut Flair pieces. And I've actually stamped onto this one here. That horseshoe is not on the image. Oh, I got interrupted there, sorry about that. So the stamp that I used to stamp the Flair piece is this little horseshoe, and that came from the Cosmo Cricket stamp set here that I've had for a long time. And it's kind of like a Western themed one. I used Stazon jet black ink for that. Stazon does what it says on the tin, it stays on. I usually thought it was I thought it was Stazon. Then later on I realised actually maybe it is Stazon, as in stays on. Anyway, and then the stamping that I did with for this 70 years our Queen is the Ranger archival in jet black. So simple layout. I'm thinking I'm going to have a banner up here with the red, white and blue Bramble Fox pieces. And I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to use them all because it's it's the layout about the Queen, and I'm not really, I could easily use them for something else, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to use them all on one layout and make it really nice. I am going to do one more layout, and that's going to be about the fell pony, the Queen's fell pony Emma. So I've got one more layout planned. I think originally when I thought about doing the layouts, I thought I probably would do more. But yeah, I think I'm just going to be doing those two. I did record it in my traveller's notebook as well. And I think, yeah, I'm just going to do one about the Queen, one about her fell pony, and I'm pretty sure I'll do something about the coronation, but obviously that's not happened yet. So I'm thinking along the lines of this, just like a headline piece there, and then this lovely crown here maybe, and then the Flair pieces. I thought what I wanted to do, I thought I'd put them here, but my thinking behind the Flair pieces is the Queen being an animal lover like myself. So the dogs, of course, we've got the paw print, and then the horses and the ponies. And I thought I'd include that as well because of all the news that came out, all the images that came out of her fell pony at the procession. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And the blue colour is to go with the Queen's outfit. The light colours, the beige colours, are to go with the puppies. and I chose that colour crown because it kind of matched with everything else. So actually what you see is what you get. Yeah, like I said, very simple. I was kind of like not doing myself any favours when I was trying to plan the layout, and it was I was trying to fit more pieces on, and just like, yeah, just, I don't know, most of the time when I do a layout I find that they come together really easily, and the design is kind of there, and I go with it and everything, and sometimes I change it as I go along, but generally when I plan a layout it works. But yeah, this time I just couldn't, yeah, I was just trying to do too much basically. I quite like the fact that that's gone a little bit lower, and then I'm going to put the crown on top of there, so yeah, I like that. So yeah, I reduced the photos that I was going to use, or the images, and also the embellishments. Just a simple page, that's all it needs to be. I've seen some amazing pages that people have done, but yeah, for me, I'm just finding it easy to just do the one main page, which is this one, and then the one about the pony or the animals, and yeah, and something in my traveller's notebook, obviously, which, well, I've already done that, but for the coronation, I mean, I'll do something for the coronation. Right, so I've got to glue these down, obviously, and I need to probably add a little bit of thread to my my little flare pieces here. I don't know, I just found this in my drawer of thread, so it's definitely left over from a cross stitch. And I'm just going to see if I can make it work, if I've got enough. I'm sure I have got enough. It's a little bit bright in here this morning. I haven't drawn the blinds. I feel as though every time I do a video at the moment, it's there's something to do with the light going on. I was doing some jobs this morning, so I wasn't. It's a little bit later, scrapbooking than I would normally. It's late morning, so yeah, the sun is coming round. It's right in my face now, and I'm sure you can see the shadows, but I'm hoping, because this is only going to be a short video, that it'll be okay. So yeah, I'm trying to get this around this flare piece, and it's hiding, it's going underneath. As long as we can see some of it, that's fine. All I can see at the moment is bits of glue, to be honest, which is not what I want. It's not the look that I'm going for our lovely queen. It's very difficult for me to see what I've done there because of the light. If it's not looking great, then I'll add some more. I'm sure I've got black thread that I can add to it. Or what I could have done was nestle it underneath. Like a nest of, sometimes I do a nest of twine or thread, but actually I do prefer to twine it around a flare, depending on what the theme of the layout is. Yeah, there's an awful lot of glue going on there, isn't there? I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, that's a bit thin there. I was going to use some more of this here and then get some, find some more to do on the other one. I'm just worried I won't have the same. I mean, black's black, I know, but don't know if I've actually got any. Where did that go then? Oh, there it is. There. Try and get that so it's not going under the flares, it's just sitting around it. That looks a lot better. I'm not bothered about that bit at the end that's kind of knotted up a little bit. That's fine, don't mind that at all. Don't particularly like that bit sticking out. Try and get that to stick down better. I mean, obviously when it dries, it won't be so, you won't be able to see the white, but the only problem is, I think I've said it a few times already, when you're using a plain coloured paper, pattern paper or cardstock, then you know, the glue is more noticeable when it dries. Even though it dries matte, you can sort of see it sometimes. As long as it's not glaringly obvious, then I'll be fine with that. looks as I am making a mess of this. Sorry about that if it's not very relaxing to watch. Right, there, done. Not sure how that, oh, just noticed that, didn't I? Oh my gosh. There, I think that's okay. Is that okay? Yeah, I think so. Just adjust it slightly. There, right. I think what I need to do is actually draw the blinds and have proper light in here. But I think you can see that it's just a very simple layout, which is the intention. It's just really commemorating our Queen. What I'm going to do is pop that. I think I've taken all the bits off, the backing pieces. I'll pop that one right in the centre, and then try and equally sort of spread the others alongside it. Tiny little bit of glue, because I don't know if these are opaque. They look opaque, don't they? I think they're opaque actually. So probably could have put a bit more glue in. The other thing when I'm doing triangles, I don't know about you, or if you use triangles, that they kind of like trick the eye, don't they? Because sometimes you think, oh, that all the sides are the same size, but sometimes it's like you wonder if they are, or I do, wonder if they actually are. And you try turning them. Well, I do. You might not. I definitely think they try and trick the eye. Right, I think that's okay. And I have thought about adding some black thread there to, to make it like proper bunting. But I think what I'm going to have to do is go into my stash. You see, that looks weird to me. Is that just my eye? Or are they supposed to go a certain way? Maybe they are, because that looks different. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think that's okay as it is like that. And what I'm going to do is see if I can find some black thread. Make things look better. Okay, so I found a little bit more black thread, and what I'm going to do is pop a little bit more around this one. The XL Flair. This is an XL Flair piece. I know I'm adding more glue, but I'm hoping that this thread will stay on the outside of the piece and not go underneath. But that's down to me really, being a little bit patient, isn't it? Sticking it and then just waiting for it to be in place before, moving on to the next bit or carrying on with it. Right, I know we can see the glue, but I'm happy with the more thread being there. I'm not so happy with that one actually. I think I'm going to take some of that up and make a mess. Making a mess on right there. I've taken that up and I'm going to add a little bit more of the non-separate. You separate the threads of the piece into 6, and they were already separated, and I wanted to use a piece that's not separated like this, so it's all 6 strands. Yeah. See, just goes to show we make these lovely layouts, but it takes a little bit of thought, and sometimes it doesn't go how you want it to go, and I'm happy for you to see that process. You may want to fast forward if it's boring, but yeah, as much as I love twining my thread around my flare, it's not, it doesn't always go to plan. Right, I think we're done. I think that's done. I'm just going to leave it and let it dry. There is some, I'm tempted to blow on it, but I won't do that because it's not very pleasant. Yeah, I'll give it I'll tip it up and give it a shake and brush it off afterwards. Right, I think we're finished. So basically just black textured cardstock for the background, with Bramble Fox pieces here, and a crown, a die cut crown, 2 photos, a stamped piece here, and then the flare. So yeah, it's just very, very simple layout. I'm really just documenting the passing of the Queen and how I felt about it, and also the fact that to me the Queen was an animal lover, and that I wanted to include that in my commemoration of her. So yeah, simple layout. 70 Years Our Queen is probably going to be the title. I like, oh, didn't glue those down, did I? You don't really see 70 Years Our Queen in many places, I don't think. But the first time I saw it was on Emma Bridgewater tea towel. So, and I think it might have actually been 60 Years Our Queen for the previous, you know, Jubilee, the Diamond Jubilee. And I just remember that, yeah. So I like that. And I don't know if I've seen it said much. But yeah, that's where I got that from. Okay, enough of me rambling on. I probably will add a bit of thread to this if I can find some. And yeah, that's the layout finished. So once again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being patient with me if you've stayed and watched the whole video, especially with this bit. And stay safe, take care, and I shall see you next time.